Alright, what's up guys? It's Jeffrey and this is a daily market review video for March 28th. Today is Wednesday. So if we look at the dollar index, I believe we switched direction now. So I'm not really looking for a weaker dollar, more so I'm looking for a stronger dollar now. And the reason being is because so we had this range marked out, the range high and the range low. Well, if we mark out okay, so right here we had a low, then we had a high, which was a lower high. So I said, okay, that's bearish market structure. Then we broke market structure here by making a lower low. So I thought we were going to push lower. After just coming up here yesterday with the retest, I didn't expect the big move up like this. So looking at it in hindsight, what it ended up doing was this last candle before the push up is a level of support. Typically, whenever we're in a bearish market, I don't expect support levels to hold. Now, the fact that this did hold like this and had such a strong reaction off of it makes me believe that we're gonna start to push higher now. So keep in mind that until we break this high, we don't really have a shift in market direction yet, because technically this can be a lower high right here. So it can make a lower high and then it can ultimately trade lower and then break these lows. But I'm thinking, with this strong push up today and also yesterday, I just think that they're going to want to go take it higher now rather than push it lower. So with that being said, that means I'm going to be looking for weaker foreign currency. So let me actually drop down into a 4-hour real quick. Okay, yeah, so just keep this level on your charts. This high right here of this candle, until we break that, we don't really have a shift in market direction. So this could potentially be bearish still. We really just have to wait for confirmation on the break of this candle. So going forward, just keep that in mind. But like I said, I still believe that we're going to take this thing higher rather than take it lower now. So let's take a look at euro dollar. So yesterday in the daily review video, I put these levels on the chart, and I said this down candle before this push up should hold as support. Well, so far we've just been trading through it. So with the market moving down like this and the dollar pushing up, I think that they're going to want to take this lower as well. So what I see unfolding for euro dollar is basically they're going to want to take the stops out between all of these. Okay. And if we mark out this level here, this down move before the push up, this is going to be a support level. Typically, the high of the candle, so 20823. So that's going to be the minimum level that we're looking for in terms of a buying opportunity. So in order to get long this, then we're going to wait for a move down here, because this level should hold as support. But over the next week or so, we could still short this pair and take little day trades or intraday scalps. So from here to the first take profit is 70 pips and then 130 pips. Okay. So we're going to be looking for shorts more than likely for the rest of the week in this pair. If we can break below this gray box, I'm expecting something like this. Come back up, retest that level because it was acting as support. So old support should be turn resistance now, and then ultimately trade lower like that. So that's what I see unfolding for the next couple days to the next week or so. I don't see them just wanting to reverse it here and take it higher. It's basically almost the end of the day. The market looks like it's going to be closing on a heavy bearish day, so it just doesn't seem to me like they're going to want to take it higher before they come back and clean all this up. So keep this on your charts. This is the scenario I think we're going to get in euro dollar. I'll be looking for shorts tonight in London. Okay. Yeah, so yesterday in the review video, basically what we were expecting was this level here, this bullish order block on an hourly basis. We were expecting it when it traded back in here to start finding some support, but it didn't find support. Notice it traded through it on this candle here. Let me take this off. This is a perfect example of old support now turn resistance. So this gray box that I had marked out, let me clean up the chart so we make sure you have this on your charts, because this is what we're looking for on euro dollar. This is on a daily time frame. Alright, so if we drop down to a 1 hour, we can see that this down candle here should have acted as support, right? It was a down candle before a push up, so if it traded back in here, it should have acted as support and then pushed higher. That's what we were expecting. Notice how it came down, broke that level of support, and then traded up, acted as resistance, and then traded lower. When I was watching this, I just didn't see it as a high probability setup because I was expecting higher prices, not lower prices. So now that we basically let the daily candle do its thing, we know that more than likely they're going to want to take this thing lower. So for London and New York session, we can be looking for short setups on foreign currency. Alright, so that is euro dollar. Let's take a look at cable. Okay, so yeah, again, yesterday we marked out this level, expecting it to act as support because it came down, traded to it, took out some stops, and then ultimately closed higher. But the daily candle is more than likely gonna, come through, break this, and then we're gonna want to trade through this level of support. So if we break through that level of support, I would be expecting basically the same thing in cable as I am euro dollar. Have a retest there, ultimately trade lower into this support level here. And I'm just marking out the down candles. So the down candle, start of the down candle, end of the down candle. I'm just marking that out as basically a support zone. And we see that they have their stops resting below the market here, here, and here. Okay, so if we can break this, retest it, I'd be looking for shorts into here. Now, if we start to get some bullish price action on a lower time frame, so for example, say we trade below, because this is a potential scenario as well. If dollar for some reason starts trading lower and we don't see, if this high doesn't get broken and dollar starts to trade lower, then what we could expect is the market comes below right here, below these lows, takes out the stops, finds support at this daily ICT bullish order block, and then ultimately starts trading higher. We would basically need to see something form like this though, right? It trades in here, starts to push up, then we form a higher low, push away, break in market structure, come back and retest that market structure, and then push higher, okay? So this is the scenario I'd like to see. This is the scenario I'd like to see if dollar starts to push lower and doesn't break this high here, okay? I'm more likely to believe that they're going to want to break this level though and take price lower, okay? But if we do start to find support, expect something like this to happen, and we'll be looking for longs based on a market structure break. We'll be looking for longs based on a market structure break here, come back and retest it, go long, stop loss below here, and then look for new highs. Okay? So that is the scenario that we are, well, the two potential scenarios that we're looking for cable. So again, keep in mind, it doesn't matter which way it goes. It can go up or down. We're prepared for both sides. Alright, dollar CAD. So I did not see the move up for this, just like I didn't really see it for dollar index. And like I said in the Telegram, you can get some very weird price action the last week of the month. Typically the second and third week of the month are the best days for trading. But I just thought that we were going to get some weakness on dollar CAD this week, but so far we have not gotten that. So yesterday we marked out that they had stops above here, 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 and here. So far we've cleared out all three, so this level of stops, this level of stops, and this level of stops. So after clearing out the third level, we rejected hard, and then we've started pushing back up. So with this type of price action, I really don't see us wanting to go lower at the moment. I think they're going to want to take it up and take these stops here and also these stops here. So next level on the upside I'm looking for dollar CAD is 1.2950. So that's about 25 pips from where we're at right now. And I don't see a potential entry for this. Like, this is messy to me. I don't see anything in here that we could take a trade off of. Let me take a look at the daily real quick. Yeah, I see them wanting to come back up here. They're going to want to come back up to this candle here probably. I expected them to want to go take it lower after this low here. It's 128, I believe, is the level. Yeah. Alright, so 128, they were just so close right here. I expected them to want to trade through here and at least come back into this down candle as some support before they take it higher. They decided to not do that, so what we've done is we've basically made a higher low, okay, and probably going to want to trade higher into this up candle, which is a level of resistance before the push down. So ICT bearish order block acts as resistance, probably going to get a move up into there. At the moment, I really don't want to take a long on this pair because I see it wanting to go lower. So more than likely what I'll do is if we come all the way back up here, I'll look for bearish price action and look to short it if dollar index looks weak as well. But if not, then I'll probably just stay on the sidelines from this and just focus on euro dollar and cable. And so let's look at, this was the big mover for the day. USD JPY, let's see, today we got 170 pips. And again, I wasn't expecting such a push up in this either. But we formed, see, yeah, we just broke market structure for this. So this could be a potential buying opportunity. Right, on this retest, and then go long, right? The only thing about buying right here is, for me to feel comfortable, I'd want to put my stop loss below here, and that's 120 pips. I don't want a 120 pip stop loss. So whenever we see that, we could basically mark out this box. So this up candle before this push down should act as a level of support. Okay, So we could get away with putting our stop loss below here, which would only be 16 pips. For us to do that, we would basically need to trade lower, but we would need to show some bullish price action on the 15-minute or 5-minute chart in this gray box. Now see, when we break it down to hourly, we have a down candle right here too. So this could be a potential support level as well. It could want to trade down in here and give us some bullish price action and then push up. So we'll just have to see what we get for Asia in this pair. I'll keep you guys updated in the Telegram. But more than likely, I see higher prices for USD JPY as well. So weaker dollar, stronger foreign currency, higher USD JPY, higher USD CAD, lower euro dollar, and lower GBP USD. So that is it. I just want to, yeah, see, we're still pushing higher. Okay, so yeah, still I think weaker dollar and stronger foreign currency. I'll keep you guys updated in the Telegram group if anything changes, but I'll talk with you guys later.